So there I was, minding my own business, watching Doc from Last Best Tools do a review on this here OLIGHT Oclip flashlight, which is just kind of a mini flashlight. We'll take a closer look at it in a second. And I saw the video and I'm like, that's a pretty cool little flashlight. I don't really see why I would ever have a need for it. And then the very next day, I'm on the old job there, and I'm working on an attachment for a forklift in a real tight area in a real dark place. And the problem I was having is that my hands were too big, covering any light that would be coming from my area. All my little flashlight things that I have were too big to help me illuminate anything. And I started thinking to myself, wow, this thing would come in handy. So I actually flipped it up on my phone and ordered it. OLIGHT, as far as flashlights go, I'm not too familiar with them. I know they make the rail-mounted flashlights for powder-actuated hole punchers. But yeah, this is kind of my first delve into their, I guess, more utilitarian type flashlights. So yeah, let's take a look down and we'll open this guy up. I already opened it, but I want to show you the packaging. But yeah, let's take a look down and take a close look at it. So here we go. This is it in the package. Like I said, I already took it out to charge it, but I wanted to put it back in so you kind of appreciate. I like when companies put a little extra in their packaging. So you take a little tab, you rip that off the back there. It opens up kind of like this. You got a little pull tab here. You yank it out, and there it is in all its glory. A little protective sleeve here. I kind of like, and that's the actual light itself. We'll get into that in a second. You got yourself a user manual, and user manual is actually available online if you ever lose that. And then you got yourself your old USB charger. All right, so let's get into the specs of the thing. You have a USB-C style plug. Thank you very much for that. And it is a 280 milliamp hour battery, charges at 1 amp. They're saying charge time 1 to 1.5 hours. I don't think that's about right. I didn't really pay attention when I was looking at it before. I mean, when I charged it before, I just plugged it in and unplugged it when I saw it was green later. But I mean, that math probably is more like 20 minutes to a half an hour to fully charge it. Now, as you can see, it's got a clip back here, which would be good for clipping onto things, obviously. And inside that clip, you got yourself a little magnet, is where I kind of like it, because like I said, I couldn't tell you how many times I got my big gorilla hands inside a engine bay and there's not enough room to get a light where it's not shining in my face and my hands aren't blocking it. You know, you're kind of working in there. And yeah, that little light on this little guy right here would actually come in handy. So on its highest lumen rating, which is 300, you get 60 minutes. On medium, which is 100 lumens, you're getting 90 minutes. On low, you're looking at 12 hours at 10 lumens. And on moonlight, which is the absolute lowest, you're looking at 30 hours, which is 1.5 lumens. And then it's got a red light feature on it, and you're getting 5 hours out of that. So you start off, and it's going to be kind of hard to really translate the lighting, but this would be the moonlight setting on it, which is fairly dim. I really don't see that being much useful as far as I go. I mean, and it does have, it's kind of more of a spotlight than it is a floodlight. And I also forgot to mention the temperature is 6,500 Kelvin, which is more on the blue end than it is on the warm end. And to actually scroll through the settings, you just kind of push and hold. And we go, well, we just missed it. All right, that's your highest right there. You turn it on, turn it off. It saves the last setting, which I always like. You come down here, that is your medium. And I keep missing it. There is your medium again. suck at this. There we go. And that would be your low. But again, you probably can't tell, but I mean, that's a workable light as far as I can see, especially if you turn all the lights off. I can see that being useful. I think most likely medium, which would be that one right there, will probably be the one I use the most. And then you got the red light feature, which I think you turn it on. You double click it and gives you red light. So if you're camping or something like that, or I don't know, on a battlefield and you want to save your night vision, that'll come in handy. And then it's got a red flashing light, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how useful that would be as far as a warning light goes. 100 yards out, I'm not sure if you'd even see that. And then we go back to regular light. And one last thing before we close this guy out. If you press and hold it, it puts it into lock mode. So you have to press and hold to turn it on. So if it's sitting in a drawer or something like that, it doesn't get bumped around and let you turn it on when you don't want it to. So there you go. That is the OLIGHT Oclip flashlight. A couple things I forgot to mention while I was looking down on the thing. It has a metal case, so it's got a kind of a nice girthy, heavy feeling to it. I don't know if that means resiliency, but it's worth mentioning that it's not a plastic piece of junk. And clip's metal, everything else is metal on the thing, aside from, the parts that need not be metal. It is IPX-5 water resistant, which that basically means that low pressure water running on it, like you're getting hit by a hose, it's going to be okay. It'll probably do good sitting in a puddle if you drop it, as long as you pull it out right away. So that's a bonus. This particular one, at the time of recording this, I think it was $30 on Amazon, which a premium flashlight like this, I don't mind spending that kind of money on it. You might disagree, but hey, whatever. Doc from Last Best Tools, I will link his channel in the description. You should check him out. He does a lot of cool hand tool reviews mostly, and I really like his channel. He makes me spend money, and probably like I make you spend money, but yeah. So again, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the old comments section down there. I'll do my best to get back to you, and there you go.